Today I'm joined by Nigel McCarthy, who is the Director of Education for the Lloydminster Catholic School Division. Thank you so much for coming down to the station today.
Well, thank you for welcoming us to talk about Christmas and about what's happening at LCSD.
Yeah, we want to fully recap the whole year, actually. We want to just 2023 in review. That's kind of what we're here for today. So if you want to start by talking to me about kind of what are some of the big things that happened for the Catholic School Division this year?
Well, certainly opening Holy Rosary and having our new programming as well as the extension was a big moment for us as a school division, and getting to host folks from across the province to usher in a new era at our high school was very rewarding. So too was actually getting to host a conference of trustees from across the province where everyone gathered in Lloydminster and got to learn a little bit about what we do here that's unique and distinct in our city and how that might guide the future.
I'd like to touch on kind of your personal favorite moment of the year, if you could narrow it down and try and pick one.
Well, there's so many wonderful moments when you're a director of education. You get to be there for the joy of all sorts of occasions, but I think one of my favorite moments is to go with our trustees and to meet every child in kindergarten. There's more than 230 students that we welcome, and we bring the gift of a book every year to those children, but get to see and to read to them and to listen to them and what their hopes and their dreams are in their first months of school. It's extraordinarily rewarding, and it's something that our trustees will continue to do in the future.
What are some things that you've noticed in this year compared to years in the past, and just on how the school year has run?
Well, I think every school year is unique and distinct. As we see the progression of technology and the progression of the career lives that young people are moving into, education changes and continues to evolve. So whether it's programs in biomechanics that start to use AI, and whether it's looking at new brain research and how we would better teach reading, these are the things that excite us about the future and about the possibility of bringing people closer together and giving them more fulfilling lives through education.
I'd like to touch on that future in 2024 specifically. What is kind of on the horizon for the Lloyd Catholic School Division in 2024?
Well, we'll have a beautiful springtime. We look forward to the class of 2024 graduating. These are students that came to us 13 years ago and have walked through a really extraordinary time in education. We think we've set them up well for the next stage in their life. But as we look forward into 2024, we have basketball ahead of us. We have sport and arts and film nights and plays and spring band concerts. It's what you can give to children as the opportunity for them to stand up and be recognized for their talents and watch them evolve their passions.
I'd like to touch on the sports side of things. The Holy Rosary Raiders football team recently won their Tier 3 Alberta Bowl. It's such a great football program and just a lot of great sports running through the Catholic School Division, if you want to touch on the sports side of things.
Well, and not to be forgotten was the same weekend our girls brought home silver provincially as well. The Raiders football won their second provincial championship in a row. And as we grow as a school, our athletics continues to be a defining factor of how students pursue success. And it's not just athletics, it's arts, it's academics. And these are the foundations for how we move forward and develop that ethical sense, that spiritual sense that gives you a fulfilling life after you leave school.
Lastly, I just want to touch on kind of what you are most hopeful for yourself just entering into the new year with just kind of everything going on in the world.
Well, I think at Christmas we all look for peace on earth. And I think we're called to ask ourselves each day, how do we promote that peace with the peace and joy of our classrooms and in what we teach children? Because they will lead us in the future. And what our teachers do and our whole staff does every day is unique and is caring and really puts students at the center of education. So we're hopeful for that future as we build each day.
All right, perfect. That is all the time that we have today. Thank you so much again for coming down to the station to talk about this.
Well, we wish you a very Merry Christmas, and we're also very thankful to PTLN and to everyone here for continuing to tell the stories of what's good in schools and what education is doing in the city of Lloydminster. We're
Awesome.
thankful for your partnership.
Well, thank you.
And have a Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you too.